All right, let's get on with it, everybody. So, Texas Rangers won the World Series November 1st. Again, has Rising on November 3rd. So that's Day of the Dead. Remember, it was a Texas Ranger that killed Trump in the Trackdown episode that the U2 band played at their Joshua Tree concert. I mean, does it get any more ridiculous about how obvious they make out like eventually their future Antichrist Trump needs to be shot? I mean, that's just amazes me. So when you run this to our 125 mirror date or 128 days left in the year, it is 128 in the days. 1028 drop the zero, which our Lord's math and their math zeros are not counted unless you see the 404 and it's 404 versus Revelation, sure. But the 44 also covers that, either or. So zeros are like wild cards. You can drop them or not. Now, the 1028 is the Gateway Arch. It is Bill Gates' birthday. It was when the Gateway Arch in St. Louis opened. So, yeah, yeah, you get the idea. In the weeks, of course, it's his birthday. 14, 6 weeks, or 146 weeks, 6 days, 6 is coded. Um, yeah, it's all over the place. It's perfect. And this, oh yeah, okay. Donald John Trump. By the way, Donald John Trump in the other Gematria calculator comes to 220, and 220 is the total stories of the Twin Towers because the Twin Towers were 110 apiece, which adds up to 220. The Iran war began February 28th. When we run that to our event day, it's 178. That's in Trump's number with Rising, fused with Rising. Remember, his number is 163464. You multiply it by 2026. You get 163464 by multiplying 6 times 14 times 1946. His number is 163464. You multiply it by 2026, and it begins with 3, 3, followed by 11, 7, followed by an 8. So 178 is coded in his number and coded to when that war started. Now let's do Donald John Trump here. 220. Total amount of stories. Watership Down, which was featured. Okay. There's one other person I wanted to look up while I'm thinking about it. Who said cellar door was the most beautiful word? It's okay. So we need to get this guy's birthday because she said that in Donnie Darko. She used that quote. So let's get to him. Okay, he is January 3rd, 1892. January 3rd, 1892. I don't have any Januaries up here, do I? January 3rd, 1892. And there's your 49, which is Trump's name in the same cipher as the Antichrist, reduction, which is what the San Francisco 49ers is all about. You get that 178 again on Rising Day, 179. 79 is murder, which is what he'll be doing. This guy's alleged death, September 2nd, 1973. 19350, 352, 440 Antichrist is in the hours. But yeah, nothing too spectacular. I just had to check that. I needed to see what he was all about. January 3rd, 1892. I want to look at one more thing. There it is. I want you to look at the days that he was alive from his birth to his death. 29,827. 827 is rising day, or when the cellar door is opened. And he rises. There it is. There it is. I knew it. Absolutely knew to go ahead and check, since nothing really popped on either date. Look at that. It's perfection, just like he said cellar door was. All right, so Donnie Darko, Watership Down is used in the movie. Its releases. It's a fantasy novel. Then it had dates listed, and they're no longer listed. But it was 17,464. It was 17,477. There's your 47. There was nothing too spectacular about it. The spectacular stuff is coming, though. I can tell you that. The spectacular stuff is coming. As if what we didn't see already wasn't pretty absolutely spectacular, in my opinion. All right, Dukakis, the opening line of the movie. I'm voting for Dukakis. He is representing Rising, the opening of One World Trade Tower, November 3rd, 1933. When you run him to our 86ing date, it's 338, 38, which is death in ordinal or English gematria. 38 is murder in reverse reduction. It's followed by the 98. The 98th verse of Revelation is the white horse crowning. So it's death and rising. And notice it's 1,113 months, 22 days. 322 is coded. Also, 11.3 is coded. Perfect. All right, Richard Batman Wood, 531.53. He's 267.49 on event day. 49 is his name in the same cipher as Antichrist. And there's the 6-7. By the way, a jersey with the last name Fry is 67, number 67 in Donnie Darko at the Halloween party. Big old jersey 67. Again, it is the era of the 6th King of Mystery Babylon moving over to the 7th. That's what the 6-7 attention to that number is all about. Don't listen to anything else they tell you. It is absolutely simply that. Richard Batman Wood. Batman was a Buccaneer. The film Psycho. Remember, he's the American Psycho. What a highly rated movie. It's 1 hour, 49 minutes. So that's 149 Antichrist. And it's also 49, which is, again, his name as Antichrist. The movie had 2 dates, June 16th, September 8th in 1960. They didn't pop for anything. Anthony Perkins played Mr. Psycho. April 4th, 1932. Did I clock that? I did. 404 Revelation is coded. 34, 476. 34 is murder in the 4 base ciphers. 322 is coded with the months and the days. The hours begin with rising date 827. 47 is also in the days, his number. So it's 34 followed by 47, which means murder, and then him. The 616, what was that? Anyway, 79 murder goes to the murder date. It's 24, 178, 66 years, 2 months, 11 days. Was that Perkins? Oh, that was Psycho. Yeah, these are Psycho's 2 release dates. I'm sorry. This one is better for Psycho. September 8th, 1960. 11 months, 17 days. Revelation 11:17 is coded on the 11:17 date of 825. Again, 79 murder and simple gematria is in the months, just like the previous one was. So, Who's the Boss episode came across the TV set after Doug Williams. It aired on 121 Antichrist, 1987. Even though this setting was 1988, they coded this movie for a reason. It's got 47 in the URL. When you run this Who's the Boss episode to our event day, again, it's on 12/1, was when the episode aired. 12/1 is 121, which is Antichrist and Simple Gematria. It was 14,147. 47, again, is his number. On Rising Day, it'll be 14,149. 149 is Antichrist in reverse ordinal gematria. Also, 38 years, 8 months, so 388 is coded. 38 death, 38 murder, 88 is his name. So you want to talk about a direct smash hit, that's why they advertised that in an 88, even though, and the Doug Williams game was an 89 that they showed. So when would that have been? I'm not real sure. What Doug Williams football game was it that occurred in Donnie Darko? It used to be pretty ambiguous when you look it up. It says October 16th, regular season matchup between the Redskins and the Phoenix Cardinals. It says the Redskins lost. Now, when did Doug Williams win the Super Bowl? January 31st of 88. That's why he's being shown. Okay. Okay. Then that would make sense. Then it was an 88 game. All right. October 16th, 1988. I want to run Doug Williams' birthday. October 16th, 1988. And sure enough, look at that, 138.27. So it's 138, which is Donald Trump and Simple Gematria fused with 827, our rising date. And that's a direct smash hit to our event day. So Death and Rising is coded right there. Now I want to run that date of that football game to Doug Williams, who's born 8/9/55. And in that game, Doug Williams was 121 Antichrist, followed by 22. 22nd prime number is 79, which is murder in Simple Gematria. District 22 was the bus that pulled out in the Dark Knight to open the movie. Wow. All right, then we're going to run Doug Williams. We've already done this once, but let's look at it again. To our event day. He's 25,949. So it's the amount of days, ends in 49, which is, we haven't done this in a while, so we might as well show it. His name with Antichrist. So we're going to back it up to just Donald J. Trump, which is 49 in reduction. And now we're going to key in Antichrist, and you're going to see 49 again in reduction. 121 in ordinal, like we've been saying. There's your 49. There's your 149, like we said earlier. There's your 68, which is also his name, Donald J. Trump. So in the 49 and the 68 match Antichrist and his name. I forgot to show you that earlier, but we've shown you that many times here. So Doug Williams direct smash hit 25,949. I'm looking for anything else, and nothing else that big a deal. All right, so we're good there. Let's come on over here and continue. ABBA. I wanted to look at ABBA since they were all over Mamma Mia. Came out the same day as The Dark Knight, and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again came out the same day as The Dark Knight Rises. But what they did with The Dark Knight Rises and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again was they separated the years, but still the same date. So exact same day of The Dark Knight and Mamma Mia, and then exact date of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again and Dark Knight Rises. Because Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again is really saying 9/11, Here We Go Again. And I'm looking at one of their albums. Did this pop for anything? You know what I liked was the hours. It was 468, 288. For him, Antichrist, to him. 468, 288. 4 and 2. ABBA had an 11/11 box set. Did I code that one? On, if you include both dates, to the total, I'm sorry, to the partial lunar eclipse of 8/28, it's a perfect 6,500 is Antichrist and Strong's Concordance. It's a perfect 6,500 even. That's a big deal. They had a song called Waterloo. Of course, that was about Napoleon, who is always about Trump. March 4th, 74. You run that to our event date, it's 19,167. 38 is in the weeks. Sammy Hagar was also in was in Back to the Future 2, I think it was. Yeah. It was in Back to the Future 2. And the album, the song that was used, the song had no date. It was July 23rd, 84 for the album. And there wasn't much there. 153.73. Journey. Everybody always says journey now. That's a big Mystery Babylon buzzword. How was your journey? Well, this journey I'm on, this journey to recovery, this journey of my health journey. Everything's journey with Mystery Babylon now. You hear it in every talk show, every celebrity interview, everything, everywhere. Everything's journey. And there it is, the 138. And I ran this album, the original album. The name of the album was Journey by the band Journey. And it was released April 1st, 1975. When I ran that date, it is 187 on our 187 date. And on the total, on the partial lunar eclipse, it's 18777. Or just include both dates and put it on the rising date of 8/27. fascinating. There's different movies called World War III. I just was looking at them. I don't think a lot of stuff popped. World War III miniseries, January 31st. Maybe I ran that. 16277. I don't know. Wasn't much there. Another World War III film, September 7th, October 6th. September 7th popped for World War III. 144. Fused with 48, which is his name in one of the 4 base ciphers. I think it's reverse ordinal. It's also 311 in the months. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. The other day, 1421. Oh, it's 121 Antichrist, 10 months, 21 days on Rising Day. We'll take it. Citizen Vigilant just came out. I saw it advertised. I was like, well, look it up. 5309 for the 867 5309. 5309 is in the URL. Take a look at it. You know, it's released on the 19th, I think it was. June 19th was just released. That's no big deal. Okay. I didn't register it. That was their album there. I thought Rod Stewart popped up for something lately in the news. January 10th, 1945. I was like, well, let's take a look at Rod Stewart. And he is 79 on our 79 in the month from our 79 murder date. 29,812, which is August 12th, the day series The Dog Star Rises. Other than that, wasn't much. I wouldn't count that as anything. I think the good stuff was over here in the last one. In Donnie Darko, The Evil Dead was part of the movie. That's what Donnie went to go watch at the movie theater with his girlfriend. In The Evil Dead, 1981 film, had 2 release dates, October 15th, April 15th. If I'm not mistaken, they both popped. There it is, 16385. You include both dates, 16386. You have your 38, but 638 was the license tag of my friend that died over the car that was an issue. That's all I'm going to say about that. 38 is also in the months. My friend that died on May 8th, which gave us this mirror date. Their other date was of the Evil Dead, 15,838. 83 is murder, 38 is murder, 38 is death. It's perfect. 226 is in the weeks, which is this year. It's perfect. The Last Temptation of Christ was also in the movie marquee. They released that satanic movie on August 12th, 1988. August 12th was the day series The Dog Star Rose in 1988. So they made our Jesus in a satanic movie and made it all about Sirius. And 38 is in the box office. The release date for the movie to our event day, 138.92. 138 is Donald Trump and Civil Gematria. So it popped to perfection. 38 years, 13 days. So 38 is there twice. But when you get that 138 in the days, they mean business. And on Rising Day, it's 138.94. Perfection. The Lion King, because that's who he is. He's the Lion King. 88 minutes. The budget was 45 million. Box office, 979 for murder. Everything's about the death and rising of the Antichrist. June 15th, which is nothing more than a clone body double taking the right eye wound and then Satan possessing the real body through a ritual. The mark of the beast is total human body possession. That's the first one to receive the mark is the Antichrist. Then he will go into perdition, run World War III, and then he will return to all the earth dwellers as seemingly have returned from the dead. This Lion King is June 15th and June 24th. I didn't bring it up. It's 1994. Maybe it didn't pop for anything. June 15th. Yep. Sure does. Look what it does on Rising Day. Revelation 11:7 fused with 761, which is the total number of verses of 404 Revelation plus 357 Daniel. 32 years, 2 months, 322 is coded. The months are 386 months, 38, 86, death, murder, 86. The weeks are 1,680, 68 is in the weeks. The Lion King blew up. Blew up. The other date is June 24th. I can't promise anything that good. But on Rising Day, it is Revelation 11:7. 11:7:52. 322 is there again. 386 is there again. It's all there. Everything. I think I had a few other things in prep. Hang on just a quick second. Graham Greene, also featured in the movie Donnie Darko. This author, they mentioned him. And he was born when? October 2nd, which when you spell out October 2nd, it's 138. It matches Donald Trump, which is why in Donnie Darko, October 2nd is the big date, and why the Ghost in the Machine album by the Police came out also on October 2nd. Anyway, that's it for part 50. Amazing, right? Got better as it went.